Where's your brother now?
He's away on business. It's unlikely that you two will meet.
Why were you forced out?
The mayor wanted us to stop serving criminals in the slums. When we refused, we were forced out.
What seems to be the problem?
There's a virus going around. It's not lethal, but it's extremely resilient, and I have no way to treat it. More and more people are getting sick, and I'm running out of the supplies I need.
Can I help with the patient?
I'm afraid not. I can't risk anyone making his condition worse.
Can I get you some supplies?
The supplies I need are very specific and very rare. But you could find my supplier.
Your supplier?
His name is Gladstone. He used to make deliveries here every third week, but he's gone missing and taken my supplies with him. I'd be willing to pay you for your time, if you can bring me the supplies he has.
What kind of supplies are we talking about here?
Things like unused needles, catheter tubes, and prescription painkillers. They're more effective than catch-alls like stim packs, but as a result, they're much harder to find.
I'll go looking for him then.
Thank you. I'll make sure you're properly rewarded. Gladstone lives in an old apartment building near Junkfleet. I'd check there first.
Okay. House call. Doc, you got a detergent? I'd really appreciate some detergent. Fucking Abraxo cleaner, I swear to God. Well, I mean, if he needs those specific things, he doesn't need all this, right? Don't worry, he'll still love me. I know how this game works.
I'm surprised that lock held up this long.
Downstairs. Nope. Okay. Patient log, Sonia? Patient Sonia Harrison was brought in for a routine checkup after complaining of stomach pains. I assume pains, like a T there. Examination revealed that several foreign substances were growing in the patient's body, requiring surgery to remove them. The surgery initially seemed successful, but soon after the patient entered cardiac arrest. Despite my best efforts, the patient died of heart failure at 4 p.m. Her widower, Adam Harrison, is taking care of the funeral arrangements. I didn't have the heart to tell him that she was pregnant. God damn it. Damn, dude, what the fuck? Shit growing inside of her? Well, here's Greg. The patient was brought in after coughing up blood. I determined he was suffering from a particularly bad cold and sent him home with a few stim packs. Update, the patient was brought in after discovering a strange green rash around a recent leg wound. I quickly discovered that the rash was in fact gangrene. Thankfully, I was able to treat the infection, but before it required amputation. However, the patient claims that the rash began after obtaining a slight cut on his knee. A small injury like that shouldn't have led to such a serious infection. Update, the patient returned again after complaining of head pains, which I determined to be a life-threatening sinus infection. I was able to treat it, but the frequency of these infections is beginning to concern me. Update: after running several blood tests, I've determined the source of these infections. It seems that the patient was born with a severely underpowered immune system, similar to those of people suffering from AIDS. Because of this, his risk of infection is high, even from small wounds. And those infections will be twice as harmful than normal. I've informed his parents, and they seem to take it well. Hopefully, I won't see Greg for some time. Update: the patient was brought in with a broken leg. Update: the patient was treated for a life-threatening heart infection. Update: patient cut open his hand, requiring several layers of disinfectant to be applied. Jesus Christ, kid. Update: disinfectant failed, requiring surgery to remove several blisters on the affected area. Update: patient was treated for another sinus infection. Update: patient was treated for a head cold. Update: patient was treated for a stomach flu that was causing him to lose weight. I've revoked all future fees for the Caulfield's family considering Greg's condition. This will be my last update until something substantial occurs. Update: the patient was brought in with an unknown disease, possibly related to the virus that's been going around. I'll know soon enough. Jeez, man. Martha and Lindsay. The patient was brought in after coughing up blood. I determined that he was suffering from Did I get the same one? Martha and Lindsay. Okay. That's not good. How about May? There's little to nothing for me to report. I only agreed to this as a favor to the Caulfield family. I found nothing wrong with May, at least not physically. I believe Miss Caulfield confused my profession with that of a psychologist, but for the sake of the favor, I will attempt to do my best at writing a psychiatric report. May Caulfield is almost certainly depressed, though it doesn't seem clinical. Rather, it seems to stem from her general boredom with the town and its inhabitants. This boredom manifests itself violently through vandalism and general indecency. This behavior has only grown worse, and she's gotten older. May's mental state has been dramatically worsened by her parents. They are excessively controlling and give May little to no freedom. Every aspect of her life is controlled when she is with her parents. This is required when dealing with their son Greg due to his condition, but May, despite her mother's insistence, does not have this condition. I have the blood tests to prove it. Miss Caulfield claims that May's friend Chloe is the driving force being May's more violent episodes. Ironically, I find Chloe Zaris to be a good influence on May. Chloe helps redirect the aggression in more positive ways, such as art. I almost wonder if it would be best if those girls left the town altogether. Amanda Zaris. The patient came into the clinic for a routine checkup, but displayed uncomfortable tremors throughout. After prodding her, the patient finally allowed me to perform a more thorough examination. The tremors were a direct result of alcohol withdrawal. I have told the patient several times she cannot simply stop drinking alcohol altogether, but like always, she ignored me. More than likely, she will return to drinking in the next few days. Honestly, I pity her. She is caught up in an endless self-destructive cycle, one that has alienated her daughter and driven her husband away from the town. I suggested a dose of fixer, but the patient remains adamant she wants to beat the addiction on her own. I admire her tenacity, even if I don't think she can achieve this goal. Jose Reynolds, haven't met him. The patient was brought in after a sudden loss of consciousness. He was pronounced dead on arrival. He seems to have suffered the same symptoms as Sonia, Marth, Lindsay, Greg, and all the others. Well, I guess that's what Marth and Lindsay were going through. The infection, it's spreading, and I have no way to stop it. I'm sorry, what the fuck was that? I'm sorry. Uh-oh. Hello, Harold. I wish I could tell you this in person, but I'm afraid I can't make it tonight. In fact, you probably won't see me for another month. I know you were looking forward to this, but something came up that requires my immediate attention. Perhaps when I am finished, we can eat together. Discuss our work. I would not have high hopes, however. My work grows by the day, so for the time being, it seems you are left to your own devices. Take care of yourself, Dr. Joseph Havis. Havis? I don't know. Oh, who the fuck's Edward? What was it? A Z or something? You go over there. No? Can't pick it up. Oh wait, I was hidden. Didn't see me. I was in the shadows. The patient was brought in with numerous gunshot wounds to the chest. He was declared dead on arrival. The patient apparently tried to rob the general store before Zara shot him dead. She's taken a few of his personal effects back to her house. Didn't ask why, not my place. Okay. Not allowed to go in there, apparently.
Don't cause trouble.
Okay. Deputy Vale. Richanald?
Hi. I didn't see you there. I'm Richanald. Can I help you, or...
What can you tell me about the town?
Irvington. It's a nice place. Small, but that's how we like it.
What do you do here?
I'm a member of the militia. I still am, technically, but I've been on leave for a while now.
Is something wrong?
Well, not now, anyway. It's my family. They passed about a month back. They got sick, and then they were just gone. I just can't move past it. No matter what I do, I always end up back here.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Maybe. My daughter, she has had a thing for teddy bears. I've been trying to find new ones, but I haven't really had the time to look.
Got a couple.
If you have any teddy bears with you, I would be willing to pay you for each one you bring.
I got H-bombs one.
Hi.
3 of them.
Thank you.
Well.
Hi. Thank you. Hi. Thank you.
Whatever. Get this open.
I'm Deputy Vale. I handle the night patrols in Irvington. Need help with anything?
I was actually wondering if you needed help.
We don't... Well, maybe. The captain doesn't want us involving anyone in this, but we might have a problem. A small Legion war party is settled at the old campground near here. Usually they show up to get the tribute and leave, but they've been quiet. They haven't sent any messengers or asked for anything. The only reason we know they're there is because they light fires at night. The captain thinks they're doing it just to intimidate us, but I'm not sure. We need to know what they want and if they're planning an attack. And if they are planning an attack, we'd appreciate if you could go up and check on them to find out what they want.
Why can't you go?
Oh, I would, but I can't make the hike. Bad foot. I got shot. Twice.
Who shot it?
That's not important.
Did you shoot yourself? Twice in the foot? What's in it for me?
The militia's set aside a fund for hiring contractors. I'd say you fit the definition of contractor.
I guess I'll go check it out.
All right, here's the location. Oh, and, try to keep this between us. We don't want to start a panic.
Probably just gonna end up killing all of them, though. Since they'll shoot me on sight. Oh. Could you guys not be looking over here? I'm trying to take shit, you know. Oh. Requires key, requires key. This one doesn't. Access the terminal from behind. Direction. God, I'm a genius. Welcome, Captain Semper Fi. Captain Horrigan. Report 1, January 2nd, 2077. Finally got to the barracks up and running. It's about time. We're already 2 weeks behind. If the Reds came knocking now, we wouldn't have the time to fire a shot. You'd think the people would have been more grateful after all. We might be the only thing standing between them and annihilation. They even said we were fascists. The firing squad should keep them quiet, at least for a little while. I can't wait to see the Reds' faces when they see what we've done with the place. January 8th, 2077. Just got a report from the front. America held the line in Alaska, forced the Reds out of Anchorage with their tails between their ass cheeks. That will show those commie motherfuckers what happens when you mess with us. Not everything's good news, though. I got a message from the president. He wants me back in Washington. I want to stay here longer and whip these people into shape, but orders are orders. I'll be putting Jacoby in charge while I'm gone. Hopefully he's able to keep himself from pissing the bed. Acting Captain Jacoby, Report 1, October 5th, 2077. Finally got this working again. I wish the captain would have given me the password before he left. But if I asked, he probably would have just locked me out permanently. Things are bad out here. Really bad. Captain Horrigan was harsh, but he kept the people in line. With him gone, the town's starting to turn against us. Most of the citizens just left, but some have formed a kind of militia. They think they're taking the town back from us. It's hard to say they're wrong, to be honest. I don't even know why we're still here. The war is basically over. We've lost close to five men and doubled that number in civilians. It's only going to get worse the longer we stay here.